U.S. equity futures and Asian shares rise as sanctions are imposed on Russia, and Qatar says it can divert some gas shipments if needed. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. U.S. equity futures and Asian shares rose today as investors contemplate the risks from the Ukraine standoff. Oil edged higher and the dollar and gold are steady. The S&P 500, the Nasdaq 100 and European contracts climbed. And Asian equities were bolstered by Chinese tech stocks. The rather calm market reaction comes as the U.S. announced its first tranche of expansive sanctions against Russia, including on Russian banks and elites, as Moscow begins its invasion of Ukraine. President Biden said the U.S. is implementing sanctions on Russia's sovereign debt, effectively cutting it off from Western financing. The measures include the full blocking of 2 Russian banks, along with 42 of their subsidiaries. Under the sanctions, Russia can't access Western financial capital and markets for its sovereign debt. 5 Kremlin-connected elite Russians will also be sanctioned. Biden says more sanctions will follow if President Putin launches a broader invasion of Ukraine. Qatar can potentially divert between 10 and 15% of its gas shipments to customers different from those who had initially contracted the sale under long-term deals. Qatari energy officials say they'll support Europe as much as they can, but they can't guarantee prices. The U.S. approached Qatar earlier to help Europe with more gas supplies if Russian gas is cut. But Doha says few extra reserves can be sent to Europe unless existing customers give up contracted supplies. Staying in Qatar investment bank, QInvest saw revenues of $55.9 million for the fiscal year 2021. The investment bank posted an operating profit of $362.5 million for the year. Net profit reached $1.6 million. The subsidiary of Qatar Islamic Bank Group says it reinvested in more liquid asset portfolios directly or via funds and made mid-level risk real estate investments. Canadian investor Brookfield Asset Management is discussing the acquisition of First Abu Dhabi Bank's payments business unit Magnati in a deal that will likely exceed $1 billion. The UAE's largest lender plans to keep a stake in its payments arm for any deal. However, no final decision has been made on the size of the potential disposal. Magnati offers payment solutions and services for various industries and allows its clients to monetize data. Kuwait owes $7.7 billion to public entities, nearly 11% of its budget for the fiscal year that starts on April 1st. The Ministry of Finance attributes the late payments to a lack of liquidity in the Treasury's account. The government owes more than half of the dues to the Finance Ministry and public accounts. Utilities, the Ministries of Health and Education are also among the public entities yet to receive their dues. Let's take a look now at today's Forbes Real-Time Billionaires ranking. It tracks the daily ups and downs of the world's richest people. Our biggest loser today is Elon Musk, down $8.4 billion with net wealth of $225.1 billion. Our second biggest loser today is Bernard Arnault and family, down $4.6 billion with net wealth of $182.8 billion. And our third place loser is the world's richest woman, Francois Bettencourt Myers and family, down $2.5 billion with net wealth of $29.5 billion. Check out our website and our social media for all of the latest billionaires news. Facebook is launching its short video feature, Facebook Reels, in more than 150 countries. Facebook unveiled new methods for creators to generate money through the Reels feature. The bonus program, called Reels Play, is part of its $1 billion creator investment and pays eligible creators up to $35,000 a month. Dubai's Museum of the Future has opened with an aim to build a network of partnerships with major scientific and research organizations. It will host and promote dialogues about future trends and hold regular forums and seminars. The museum implements the latest virtual and augmented reality technologies, AI, and big data analysis. The building is the most streamlined in the world, without sharp corners or any external structure. I'm Ramia Faraj. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.